Hi all. Today let's discuss the poem Halloween by Robert Burns. This is not a line by line summary of the poem. Actually, this is a uh, video on the folklores that Burns has explored in this poem. The folklores or the traditions and customs that he is mentioning in the poem. He has mentioned in the poem is included in this video. So, something about the poem. It is written by Robert Burns in 1785. He is also known as the Bard of Scotland. This poem is one of his longest works. It has got 28 stanzas and 252 lines. And Burns had always had a keen interest in the folklores and folk tales of Scotland, which had impacted in his writing also. And for writing this particular poem, he took inspiration from two poems, Hallow Fair and Ballad on Halloween by Robert Ferguson and John Mayne. And in this poem, we can see 20 different narrators. They are describing the events that has happened on a Halloween night. He has added footnotes. Burns has added footnotes and explanations for the better understanding. And this poem explores the everyday rural life, their customs, their superstitions, traditions, etc. during the 18th century. And we can simply say that it's a description of a Halloween night in Scotland during the 18th century. The speaker of this poem is unknown, an unknown speaker. Then the form is narrative form, written in Scots language, and the rhyming scheme is A B A B C D C D E, and the major themes are celebration and love. Now moving into the folklores explored in the poem. The first, some of the traditions they have been performing during that period in Scotland on a Halloween night are being pointed out. I have picked out those folklores which Burns has mentioned in the poem, and that is this video is all about. And the first one is the burning the nuts tradition. All these titles are given by me actually. These are all the things that they have performed on a Halloween night. So burning the nuts is a tradition where the couples on Halloween night, they, in order to predict the success of their upcoming marriage, they would place nuts with their names written on them into a burning fire, and they'll watch how they burn. If the nut burns quietly, then their union or their married life will be a happy one. But if the nut hisses and crackles or makes weird noises while burning, then they believed that a turbulent future awaited them. So that is a burning the nuts custom or folklore. Now, the next one is pulling the kale. Around the time of Halloween, people would wait until night to pull kale stalks from the ground, and they believed that the length and shape of these kale stalks were actually represented their future lover's height and the whole figure, and the soil around the root of these kale stalks represented the wealth that they are going to acquire, and they would keep these scale stalks on their doors. Actually, they'll hang it on their doors. So that is the second one. Now the hemp seed spell. uh, this is done to see their future partner or their true love. They'll use a pocket full of hemp seed for this, and at midnight, the person or the participant of this tradition, they'll sow hemp seeds while chanting a spell 3 times aloud, and after the third chant, they'll look back over their shoulders to see, they'll it is believed that they can see a ghostly vision of their true love weeding through the hemp seeds behind them. So that is another belief. Now, winnowing the corn. It is a belief where a person, it is done to know about their future, to predict the person's future, the participant's future. So for this, a person will go into a barn, and a barn usually have got two doors, and they'll to take off the hinges of the doors, because they believe that there is a danger that the door may get shut by the being that is about to appear. So then the person gets into the barn, and they'll toss some grains of corn into the air and allow them to fall through a device called wedged, which is used for winnowing the corn. So this is repeated 3 times, and the third time a phantom or a ghostly figure will exit the barn through one door and enter through the other door. So they believe that the individual casting the spell will be, or the participant will be able to predict his or her future fortunes in life from the appearance of this phantom figure. Now the fire and water spell, this is done in the evening. All these traditions, all these things they had did during night time. So for this, in the evening, people will dip the left sleeve of their shirts and dry them over the fire. They'll hang these shirts over the fire, and they lie awake looking onto this shirt. And it is believed that during midnight, the future sweetheart or the object of their want or whatever they desire will appear and turn the sleeve as if to dry the other side. Okay, the other sleeve of the shirt. Sorry, the other side of the sleeve. So the participant should lie awake to see this, see the apparition or the ghostly figure doing this. Now, the next one is of the three dishes, where the person will take three dishes and pour clean water in one, foul water in the other, and leaves the third dish empty. And the participant will be blindfolded and will be asked to dip their left hand in the dishes. The clean water, if they dip their hand in the clean water, it shows that their future partner will be a virgin. And if they dip their hand in the foul water, then their future partner will be a widow. Then if they dip their hands in the empty dish, then it means no marriage will happen to them. So this is repeated 3 times, and each time the arrangement of the dishes are changed. So these are the main folklores which Burns has explored in this poem. So this is the only thing that I have looked into. I haven't explained. You can see so many. I have said that there are 20 narrators in the poem, so their names and all are given there. Other characters are also there. So basically he's explaining these folklores which or these traditions that they have performed during the Halloween night during that period in Scotland. So the fun activities during the Halloween celebrations are described in the poem, and the poem celebrates the country lifestyle. Cheerful and fantastic environment is created in the poem by Burns, and these traditions has got no direct connection with the current Halloween customs that they perform. So I have only looked into the folklores that Burns have described or mentioned in his poem. This is not a summary of the poem. These are the traditions that he has mentioned in the poem. So for better understanding, please go through the poem. Then you'll understand where he's mentioning all these things. And you can see the name of a lot of people being mentioned. 20 narrators are there, and we can say that it's the poem is actually a Halloween celebration. It is a description of a Halloween celebration. So that's all. Thank you.